How an ancient Greek philosopher taught me how to trade options. Coming up next. I'm Jim Woods for the Eagle Investing Network, and before we begin, be sure to hit the subscribe button below to ensure you never miss any of our great content. All right, I know what you're thinking. How the heck did a philosopher teach me how to trade options? Well, I've always been a huge advocate of cultivating and integrating all kinds of knowledge about the world, and not just knowledge that's directly related to stocks, bonds, exchange-traded funds, and options. The way I see it, it's important to cultivate and integrate knowledge from wherever you find it, including from sources such as pop culture, literature, science, religion, music, history, art, biology, psychology, and yes, especially philosophy. Doing so makes you a better, well-rounded human, and I think it also makes you a better investor. And the reason why is because the more you know about why you're doing things, the better you get at doing them. Still, what do I mean when I say a philosopher taught me how to trade options? Well, to understand this, we must go back, way back, to about 2,500 years ago, to pre-Socratic ancient Greece, and learn about the man named Thales of Miletus. Now, Thales was a brilliant philosopher and one of the first real Western thinkers and scientists, although scientist wasn't a term that was used at the time. Thales is best known for his thesis that all things are water, which we know to be erroneous, but was a groundbreaking thought given the scientific infancy of 6th century BC Greece. Moreover, Thales was among the first thinkers to make hypotheses that were both testable and falsifiable. And both of these bedrock principles of scientific inquiry are in operation today, but absent among his fellow thinkers at the time. According to the Internet Encyclopedia of Philosophy, none other than the great Aristotle himself identified Thales as the first person to investigate basic principles, the first to question the origin of substances and matter, and therefore the founder of the natural philosophy school. Now, among Thales' many accomplishments was the successful prediction of an eclipse of the sun that occurred on May 28, 585 BC. Although it's not known exactly how Thales was able to predict this event, the most likely explanation is that he studied the solar and lunar cycles. Yet still, what did I learn about trading options from Thales? Now, to answer that, we must realize that Thales was a philosopher and a man not particularly concerned with the accumulation of monetary wealth. And because of his lack of finances, he was often criticized by the elites of Athenian society. So, to prove the elites wrong, and to demonstrate the power of reason and natural philosophy, Thales did something that should put him in the investing history books. Based on his study, assessment, and knowledge of the Greek climate, Thales reasoned that there would be a particularly good harvest for olives one year. But rather than sit on this information, Thales had taken the next step and put deposits down on all the olive presses in Miletus over the preceding winter. Thales basically cornered the market on olive presses for a small investment. Now, stated in modern trading terms, Thales bought call options on olive presses and paid a small amount for the right to control those presses. In other words, he paid a small premium for the options. When his prediction of a bountiful olive harvest did indeed come to pass, Thales' bet paid off handsomely. The boom harvest created heavy demand for olive presses, and because Thales held a virtual monopoly on these presses, he was able to rent them out at a huge profit. In my opinion, this was perhaps one of the most important events, not only in market history, but in the whole of human history. The reason why is because Thales demonstrated that science and the accumulation of wealth really are connected. And as the old adage goes, knowledge is power. Thales also demonstrated that if you know what your competition doesn't, you will have a tremendous advantage over them. It is for this life lesson, as well as the accompanying investing lessons of Thales and the olive presses, that we should be thankful for the man from Miletus. So the next time someone asks you who taught you about investing, instead of naming someone conventional such as Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, or John Templeton, tell them about Thales of Miletus. Finally, to ensure you see all of our videos, subscribe to the Eagle Investing Network channel by hitting the subscribe button below right now. For the Eagle Investing Network, I'm Jim Woods.